need then and no bomb smuggle good no at the quarter of the country. Did not go no mutual, but no more smuggle out of the country. Did not mine, you know, for so. One boy. And they see the rock show this. And then a job my just someone say performing currency, Ghana City come home. Everybody our dealing with you which you name and shame. Now buy money 7 years because media macase. I'm saying to one, I am to call see upon once for all.
You mo bibia kwaba na you found Bremega TV and platform we eso. One thing about NPP anything. Omu communicators any omu candy no. Omu nka no kware emfa nkyere echitafo no. Emomu enso madwempi. Ni na anything. Omu nya kwanya na omu kotena TV station any radio station na. And try umudi in 2020, 2023, 2022, 2021, Emma 2024. Yankupon yadom Emma motu edweye no. Santro na enomuguswa mu edi. Ghana for atnese hu se MPP aban sebi party bia. So mu betno man so a oman ni si apenye. Bakufo esom na wa capture na yefe no state capture na omo share ediamo mo busua. Typical example na nado dan kwakufado bae yehudi see one na busua. Enti Ghana fo mpe omo ni mahwebio but omo betena TV so a ensemo mo kan asi se Ghana fo afiobo enso anye sa netie yenhwe hawo NDC communicator Solomon o disgraced MPP communicator be live on TV ewo the studios of Kessben TV yemfa credit na emom na yekoba yebeto so yehwe se video number
na so yet say
ala ene de atadwi yati dende se wo ye Ghana ni a ebre we ye bra o se unya anije se wo ye Ghana ni esa se eniema egu akwam no che se o mai na ka ye Africa kwa na so ba nya mi adum ye san ba enti na ejidi se de onyame de abedru no maso e wo so wo eboko se de mekan no okay kuswa ye tutu de ma na me pem ne be saba me abedi nkomoni
sure
ejidi se bia be ye
and 13 years penny Professor Mills ewiemu eye kusu ewia no enti ene so na ahwe ewiemu a se weda no se de na tie na etie de na the kai Professor Mills 13 years down the lane.
Professor Mills legacy there. Na wo sanka enye amanyosem ye ya. Nka babunu bia obenya opepa no. Se obeya amanyosem no. Osanka ikuchi no honsem kakra guo. Na ye na ye de sua. Na ebeye se na hobi na bo bia. Won say father for all politics no. Papa no na benso o ma mudi pa ebe na ye to abama na we so beka ya be bosome no na former appointees for the respective MMDCs were still at post because he felt say omo ye Ghana for to say ye more ni pa ufodin and they allow them to be in power. In fact, in their party, so what kind of sense of humility and the way we see approach politics, not selfless. Because so many years, after 13 years, you any magnificent property or my more, you didn't appointed, say Professor Mills by mono, and I say fat bank accounts be a yes, I know you'll be an open home. I'm saying his entire life, or no, as a lecturer, as a politician, as a father, as a Christian, you know, can say. Now, or mine no home dajune, no, mine no home can't come over the gym. Sabri, yeah, ba. I was see a sua bibi efri no me camera o call temaport na uhwe said no ne workers ni kasa uhwe nanim a you could clearly see frustration me gidi say it is worth celebrating na enye lecture na yenko kan keke the mom the virtues eniema ugina ho ma he no na ochiri keta asehye proye ne kankan na wo embrace everybody na ohwe say pepeye because wo my name and no and was ye near the kind and is any money be ye nya can say center stage we are man yosem a and you be hu sampa papa na tena ne kwacha ne yesua oye role model na efise bebe wo bia no Yankopon ema no trabia pa
Yankopon ema no trabia pa Solomon Anane na oka Professor John Evans Atamils enso ho asem se de ne na fidida no enso ekoso no afi yemra budget eba so ne minority ne kire se enemesi wa blekumanti no omomontra ho because we dey in the broad daylight videos na nam ho enso abamu penifo se danka ho hwe ti omo shi tuntum de ba parliament before the presentation no omo ina soro koi so omo de krata koma mampeni omo de bi koma kodeyo e de bi koma diplomatic call and omo kan say
mama nasi na yenum se baba ni si
sound
ani esanse wo hwe amamwo pa NPP buye na enema seye na wo hwe de ne na yenua atofosen ebeka che my Ghana fo a se won transia na kenum gwase nko a enti said ye omo mpese enum gwase ne betu omo no na omo se sorry the science instructive say Ghana for felt said they were misgoverned by the NPP na no omo nimtirimu pa nkofo etimi ye one day in opposition so obuma the NDC overwhelming majority in parliament said ye be ya yehu niema ekosuwe mu bia affected the run of the parliament house. Maybe okay to 2020 elections.
yeah
They see what touch mine. Sa blue kumadiano crowd. Men kasa violence at the park. But the antis will be out and I'm in Tachiman, people were killed. But the majority then was so responsible, say, Oman Kase, ma parliamentary procedure and cost. And see, be them visit we are new free ma she knew. Now, in one breath, I would say commentary now. In one breath, almost so, and near is your blekuma. In another breath, almost so, this government will stop galamsey. Like I said, Omuangasano, Mientia, Omupiano. Nina Adebacoso. But media not often say, a new anomaly coy. Now, Mukoy and so. Minagofi. Answer she. And they say, baby. Answer she.
when you be a freedom
Answer she.
we are
Now, the Emmy said, Obunya, Quanyano, will come on some, said your mope, and I'm a Bibia and teach ma. But the Fanny say, a mere woman num a shit to no. Not Ghana for it in some pa. Now, your bed really march on some pa, not Ghana for it no. Minya, and ya as some day. So, Maya, we are see a man, my who say, Yesika some no. I yet junk, not junk of appear. I'm not multitude as I say. Just say, the planka, I'm mobra, and yes, I baller, I'm mobra. Some is some let's here. Today, say, what do you call that Brabuma? Not Ghana as a coffee or chair busium. I yet say, woman a bosia won't mean tria. Into a German can say, Ye bo biakoko, say more Ghana bosia. As I say, in penny for woman, ain't mean physical seventy. That was how the Ghanaian economy was rated. Junk economy. And I say a C plus or so, with positive outlook. HSA. And near ma, I shall say, a queen. Inflation, you can't say inflation now. Send a city to Niemem. A coya could do 54%. Like I say, and now what are their 10 cities? Bosomen son on corner, no 15 cities. And Tinipan to me planet in everything they do. No Ghana for soon a jaga jaw. You catch a Ghana for say, Ukraine and Russia and Tokano. And say, inflation by they do pay 24, and minute 23, and man NPP 4 if you have them. And this is a net, you catch your say, inflation, and yet 13%. And so going down, sir. The Ghanaian is overly happy. Dollar some who cotton here. NPP address wo just store wa na say dollar kosoro to gina wa na 2 million catch row and this ne ye catch here say dollar sem no abafom relatively and among the price of goods and services and ne kise wo bia said we buy for and e be ka say ukodwom say ukoto ade a unhu ntiso obi ade adan say my mom for to kese madam be a project no we need her to me na make man so the last time the cut or 2,000 money for me sent you me yard bet mo bia 40 by 40 rustic the last time I quit no you turn 177 box back enti oye adman we na and do no se me cut 50 make no enti na am so the last I turn 177 when Ghana sama do the running up mama 180 times 40 boxes me koye me bisa say rustic box no 40 by 40 no and you saying almost 155. It was like wow. Enti me frame na so from 177 no and net 155. Will you need more? Because I can add few boxes per support na ba no so the oil adwan say on your 40 boxes obewi. So we say me this can be back. And same way and Ghana for petty. Campaign your koye na legal NPP for gina so. And they say NDC ba ba mu a ye begu free exercise na kan. Enti campaign ni say obia NPP ni bia na okasa e no mo ba free exercise begu. Mini offer bia. Agu. And na kwa oni nkran di nkomo a. Homo se bia na omudi no. Eye papa ene chen enra de no omudi. Ye shebo si e ba double track you be here for. Step 1, you can say be my private schools be abeka ho. And common say for the first phase no, sister private schools make ho. And then another big push. The finance minister have indicated say there's going to be massive expansion in our various SHS. Nina aim na say when we expand the infrastructure now, tracking system no be free. And no, and Ghana for EPT. Trading allowance and both nursing and teacher were one of the anchors in Poland campaigning. And then this by became and they nurse for the catcher, teacher for the catcher. So many soya bow near them near Bussy. I've got your Mahama say, yeah, they were not controller for it here. Take my 4 jacket here, no moon sweat jacket here. And Timbrena now it to be 5 months, 6 months in the court. Where any get some? You promised the good people of this country. Yamia dom na muchabamaya. Na na drama you say, our phone in Yesika and for mobile and free secondary school. And Sabino and so much good news. But Papa na 1 Yesika, and Shaneba, ewo secondary school. Obenya Sika, at your hostel fees, at your university admission now. Sana Chedia, yesterday another lake ebesoso. Ma oko university, o first year no, abambe chiamo. But I did it here. Sana Uro first year now. Now we need access to student loan. Because we answer. And no as a student loan. This our first year no. Say the beya wunya sweater or for ni school near school or won't. Say fees no abambe piamo. Because I say abai won pia na abai etria. District assemblies no mun kodin komo. Under the NPP, they centralize everything. Na sika kura ma MMDC is nyabi and talk common A4. No they will tell you. Under this administration, we've made sure say the decentralization or say money meaning, and by giving it meaning, also this is called the various district assemblies. No money are running. And you know, every sector of our economy. Now, question Obusa me say, almost say things are overlooking good kaka because we are not spending. Is that what they said?
Yeah.
Now, Pacho, what you say? Sikebi also abantia. I be seen abantia just abanika.
Yeah. So what they are saying is that also we need a car. A recurrent expenditure.
Good.
But I was spending legend say was started be a me roadway, me car quite me school that way, me see hospital way no. And no a bemwa. Say Bosia na akoje ya and no nsusu so do my sika nsu ni tua and nsu the nsusu so. It is here and the payment ya tax be a no. That is what you are doing.
About this year, the two mine. Gania Bobusia ma Timamufua. A bit of more journey. I hear Juma. A pebia cra. Said Dachi, me near Juma. Now my home didn't go from. Some burners on his capao. You go you told me like I say. Yet the battery of honor. South for this can come out by buying J. Never bobra. Now the hear them. This way near, oh dear my. You want some pennyphone bebrea. Bar radio seem to be space here. So move and pipe you. Say a buying your buyer no. Over. The first thing I understand is a buyer. Of which they have done, and I'm so happy to say, now we need to stabilize the economy. And after the stabilization, you create buffers. You catch the buffers. Who says, oh, my kind, your economy no shock kakabe foreign bar na kan nti o say we ma nsechi ba say na kan economy no nsechi ba say be ya afa die akwata adwumani a wo yi adwuma na wakatua sika no wo gi a eso boso ne pepe bibia ba wade mbegu ase ana meboa nti wonya kakra si wachi say adwuma bi na wo ya wo de kakra wura adwuma nim na mfa so afi adwuma nim ba no na afa de wo yi kakra say dan na wo si a na wo de si say de be ya bibi block ya wo nsechi ba bi be the prudent thing for us to do as a government is say buffers no you be make sure say they are in place and I'm happy to report that's how be over no a friend say our international reserves it has improved from where we pick it trade surplus are improved from where we pick it and all others are due payment sika was here tria more man we have done that government have indicated today say uba buy mo anya wo buy ya na contractor aircon o si duo yum yentwari nya so na meboa uba ya auditing kakra I say enema na omo ka sampae no really do we have value for money then you okay them and then under the mid-year budget review finance minister Kessben most of these projects under the big push of which man paying a big sentiment tema atwenim tu say projects are that sentiment yakoma so aye kejetia very say central market ye baby ayasam de Comfort market baby say baby asam de so I'm entertained NPP do almost like even though okay katama there is not dedicated fund sika na ho work say dey ko see mewi enyema kese hospital ja ya ferry over so for ferry order ejanya awrehosem say infiem wotwe echi sila ferry hospital siwo ye wieye ma santimai enya awrehosem say sewua sila after 8 years sila sewua any operational the empo omudi omunsa kan ye anipakom uko kumawuna enye 100% operational part of it and adwuma was part of it enye uko from na same story uko other facilities empo nipa ni bikoma the same story the president his excellency John Dramani Mahama have indicated so all these projects will see finality and this is good news and say minority if he parliamentary so we can some day and need to move on in nkomo and they will tell you say all things aside, and you are better now. And empire near born say we can sustain it. Okay. And you say anyone they can't stand it. So all they can do is say my fortune to Munko. But the Ghanaian electorate today are very sophisticated. Right. And you won't take them for granted. By a because why one more person. Right. My overwhelming majority. Our parliament also. Solomon Anane speaking for the ruling National Democratic Congress NDC and Watson Kano. Mamiko Victor Ho, that mean minority a NPP for so. First of all, celebrity Buxa Solono and the 13th anniversary of Professor Mills. Dear Victor, the kind now for your minority, they stage a walkout. Omade or one or Sembi Comama Penny Comma Codeo. Didn't know manto. Victor, come back.
Senior Major so.
Now where there?
Yamiadum Boko.
And you realize if we play Musiana.
Oh, Debbie. She only shares. And a Jamini are fan positions and then a messian who said, maybe make us say, hey, Minas Chini, post we buy Minako Cochia. And I feel it's not maybe an amateur. I say, aha, who size me? But who so? All size me, you will. Bio. Senior Mammy Chamu is nice here saying she Mijidi say Professor Mills, 13 years on. Ghana Funina Bekai Professor Mills. At least say the politics are here or my mutunche see bidinukra. Yabeka say President Mills is one of the pampering for our mine nyana. Yabeka say na nidia. Dodo na de friend na yasumdue hene no. Odan na di e woni djuma na odi mu e wo na mamu ma na o man nso so dadwen e da no so. Nipa bia ni ho a obetumi aye ne a opese oye nyina na ase ne nipa nyina apɛ no nemum no obi a wona nso eti ye kaka obenya ne na nso but sebe ye se uyo kwadru a no ayi na America na ye kan nyina wo chi okwadru a no ayi na America wo kan nyina bum now pensem mu a ya metimi aka ne say Professor Mills as a president odi ni dwuma na obetumi ni ana ho odi betumi na oye na oma eda so se nipa onya abotre na de ntoboase kwan so edi udwuma mfaso ni suninti no ena ma binum fa ne so na hwa ukaya ma omampani mahama na oda mrenti o ma na kwanya se enoma bi wa oni animu nye a obekaya enina mu a prof Mills sama yekoseti committee se ko adwuma yam de hye onzei grofo kire se wotiti boat wo ho eka wo sa kofa ba ne ade nyina se obekaya those issues ni nyina ba besen ko but on the whole bigidi say baby biara omampani Mills will be ano he will be remembered for that character Oshoye, and he shown his patriotic nature and so to the people of this country. Tiyemano peaceful rest. Say nyame ya adoma yenya ibinya akwanya akọ osra himan mu no ye be san hia bio. Senior back on media budget.
Before then, Mobokoi.
Yes.
Members of Parliament, the black, the coin.
Yes.
You all left.
Yes. Senior, and you may be because of your parliament, we must face it. Okay, Emra, ye koto aba, by election, ewo, ayawaso.
Yeah, so.
Before ye swear in, MP no, the minority then, they make key statement, me boy. They made several statements. It was part of sa swearing in no ubekaya omuya rehosemwa omu ebe kofre maame no bloody widow ubekaya nti dia na asesa enra yesi ebe swear in obi a speaker say memo obi ankasa abraye nim ade esi waya I am your friends ablikuma north speaker say no when I shield no yes you betumi aka neoma esi in the past yes as o man Ghana by elections ayaye wo krom ha ne abato ayakwa ye fi se neoma bebre ho ankoyi asoman esi ye koye nim ne improve ne hye nea eye papa no mu kena etise ye kase ye keka bebi ye beka akwatia tiwa ye beka kireponi ye beka ayawaso talansi so many of them but ye koya koduru baabi no ye nyina ye gitu mu se baabi ye du ye nyina ho kakra ene ekoti eye commission ma ye say ye nhwe neoma mu bi na neoma bi wo fi say sa vigilante group metro man for mo abobo mo abati a ye babe ye sa neoma wo abato ase no ye ntwam omampani mahama eni solomo eba bonten ebe kan omu wi ano makose dem no omu treni no omu ye neoma sebe esan adamani neoma na omu aba bonten be kan no ene ekohu nia yehu wo abekuma no fa nia ehu wom kra me yam hyehyɛ me da bia me sorry a me hu sa video ni say for the first time in the history of this country ena yehu mamuwa ne mrante a police fo gina ho hwe wo mo na omu timi ka kira police fo sa mo fa mu se mu ntwe mo na ye mra na police fo atwe ho ampa and live television na a police fo gina ho in their numbers nyase sebe police mienu bi na gina ho na yetwa form so a police for over 50 e gina ho and minu gitum say the security service no they have the sovereign will of the people to execute their work na mamu abi e de nyoma atetare abasa ne ya na ho ne abase montwem ho ne ye mra meye ne pese ye na police fo gina ho hwe o mo and this is a national security threat. Yenya yake no to momampani so onte hwe na ye beswe in ye se ma statement a speaker si ni kokwa pai ko mo obi ankasa na se speaker so mo obi ankasa na ne ye se as minority ye show your displeasure na ye ma Ghana for so hunu ade e koso parliament because sometimes so one shows eye o displeasure na say obu a enyo nyoma bi e koso a Ghana fo nte onka Ghana fo hu ene nso so de wo be dan hu a almost 180 plus numbers. It's in your pen on person or parliament. What you say? So, a neju media minority for D and say, Bema Ghana for whom your my cause of parliament. And a bios almost side galamse as a mibekan. Say, I am part galamse. A idea, you tum said, Dio maninya. It does so dio maninya. Promises are NDC for promises Ghana for. Any bosha kesi ye kafa galamse hono. O mampani ba ye galamse no kwa na ekoso. To the point say baby kura na galamse ni na biadru. Ye ba before on this befa kunya na galamse black voter e what boli bamboy o mampani krom na bi ni ho ene o moagi atese. Ono anadwosuo o moati atese. Ene woko elembele. A minister on the environment, lands and natural resources. Anwa ene ukwa chese ye tu ama loro kwa nyina ye tutu ase enu na ye adwin se so mampani so won kasa ehese ye magana fo nyina ate ase ne san epushi aban bio because baby ye kono eya ye hu it is aban no ene ye bia o ye no hwe kwan mu na se ehese ye ka ho asem a this was the opportune time ana minority ni fi said don kuma no betumi aka amagana fo ate na mpanzo so ohwe dwuma na omudi ye na Ghana fo dodo na ate ne omoye na se ampanzo so oye kire omoye ya omukọ kodio ekọ ye friend say omampani ankasa so oye any other diplomatic your friend say head no ho a amagana fo nyina so ani abo omo so say eni o ma yekoso no se be preduasa entwa ye enya ade a ese so galamse ni su bio oti de meche no esan se bosha o mampani share Ghana fo no migidi ye se sa boshe no enti na Ghana fo gina so to abama o mampani enti na ese ye hyemu kenama Ghana fo a omoto abama no ni awase omobo no yeso oye enti ubisa ya yes ye boycott eye ene reading no because na ye pese o mampani ene Ghana fo nyina ye san remind o mampani dwuma dia o share Ghana fo bo so obedi no. To be frank, ode etoto nsani ani a oyama ode 6 adane Ghana for 9 ene ade ananka bi ni ho hwe ofa ene uko galamse site ene de Solomo akotam even filling station say filling station na ya raise pump e wo filling station ene wa utimi bu filling station utimi ko pump so em yekobu full amount e wo filling station waso ntiase wo hwega muamunua Erastus your friend say latest year odeba ene yakọ put it up filling station pump e wo galamse site ene ye o se wo hia gallons na de abakroma bebu NDC aban ba ene galamse site no beko no na ye wo filling station wo galamse site to the extent say ene district assembly ye tu galamse wo ho drip machine mampani da John Dramani Mahama beto ya na danko kufu ado ataba no ene district assembly no etumi the machine ema galamse for se fan ko tu galamse assembly be what did I make sure no oh hold on hwe obisa misa assembly be ukọ etibo obokwa yes it happened the DC was on tape can say baby no omoye no na alumni chest explanation sebi preduas be odema. I was so shocked to the bone to the extent say this is assembly no land no muditu. This is assembly land near ditu. And so these are pertinent issues. I'm giving say so man penny din ni nice form. No hwe say aban no a odi animu no. Omo be ma pepepe yo. Any boss omo share Ghana for no abem. Ene unim se yen barekezi ya Ghana water for say ya hwe ya by close of this year this omutum because ni o me cost na broso e che ni edabia eti be say yen nyina ye hwe ne ye ka solo 2024 na wo kan din ene obetana nzo aka na no ato aso nte galamse no ho asem kro nte ase solo nim Omisa, so Obisawa about the tia yanko, ye catch us a galamse counting yanko, as we say, won't te. Was one te. Oh, they ever come with him. Eti, offer. These are the issues that my decided say, Yanko.
Okay.
Now, and also say no more cause me and TB pa.
Not TB to Baba.
Eti
right, but that's it. So, how do you respond to this?
We are sure say violence in our body politics here. I will be the last person to endorse.
Sure.
And the part. But over here, una afidie so. Osu ajagu mapempe mo a. Anka me bungu to that power chow. See ma wo money de bem. But me fan free NPP ni yo.
Yes. That is route to travel.
Esan say Kumasi na ye wo. E na jaja wonyem. Era wo sampa o. Jaja wonyem. Eti court e di asem. Man me mo aso put for mu pure mo free gate na no. Came the court ya. Ko yi wo mo ani e di o masem. It has never happened in this country. Then they see. Under their watch. One more security coordinator, I see so here. Papa come in to me my boy. No trouble, something you piano. No do for me a warn, none since his final called the work for bam. I wept that day for that gentleman. Minimum what happened to him. Boss. No way, no way. You can some way. It made me can't say. And someone I cost Mushama Yansiano ne. Yes, I become him. Erastus Asari, don't go.
Before you move on, no. Now it look like vigilantism, no. You're too assay. But the who able manage say we are as a doom see.
Yeah, who vigilante could be able. I condemn what happened at Blukuma.
Okay.
But it's say we should investigate what happened at Blukuma. Because that's a new people are more scores to settle there. And the focus at almost scores.
Okay.
Now, a wild plan group say, I share my 2 have been tired, you will under a command.
Okay.
I condemn what happened. But I know a different. For like what we saw at Ayawaso. A well organized, Yamu state machine, Yadikmo Gukem, someone could decide more way. Yamu commander, Amoma, I Ghana, your military uniform, someone could bonny way. We condemn what happened. But it wasn't so organized. Because what you want, a friend say, former youth organizer, NPP. A few ones and I be by a youth organizer. Boss the first. Who you going to find to be youth organizer?
Former youth organizer.
Samuel.
Okay.
What you as someone no kind of some command on your bandi AD so lovely. Omunya fiwa. That's a nya dia na so organizer. Ya bopo. In any case, my brother.
Be so much.
There be. It's a make say. That is why I say 2 arrests. Ya chini pa me no. The police are catching.
Yeah, much pa me no. But say fierce ni nyina ne say.
I no nya vigilante.
Fierce ni nyina ne say with 19 police stations na dey hu ye. Going to a by election, okay. There
were 19 police stations over here. Report is a quiet say, a Musang and a violence power. I know someone can one. Say it was isolated.
Yeah.
The white police station. Very good. Naya how come so on. But maybe I'm more calm, no more view more. Over here. Baby, I got to about me patcho pepper spray. I would maybe be one. Me patcho catch him.
I want to the pepper spray in camp. Also, they want to buy.
Over here. You say, oh, no, come be a cotrabana. What the pepper spray call? Me fanco. Me, and fanco. What's one fanco? And yet, then, the pepper spray, I shall know. It tells her, woman, no more corner, all my people, mindset that be the cat, your baby cat. Oh, and no nothing. Boss, Galam said, yeah, I gave me the same trip. My ever bomb my account. Because of a piano, I may catch, I will say, Galam say, I to qua. See, I'm calling now. You become
sure.
And you said, yeah, say a boy, Magalam say, Yaku. Which a video be, in Suno, and one who said the water be hugely polluted, and then you know, and no move floaty in the Achom. Ye do ye knew your co-host now, destination echo, and a mind to be away, so we need to find. For your information, Erastus Asaridonko reported, say, up north in Bole, Galam says so. The next day, all the area has been ransacked. That is good news. Under your watch, your original chairman. I can't quite yet. I can see you now. Opobia was said, "Go now, come home." Oh, million. Oh, but it's not TV so. And now, park born in Jema. The first time who gold bus. And who catch your man Ghana for say, Galamsey, yes, he no me original chairman, the governor.
Also, a original, also a last game, my
master. Last game ban in the way. And now what is it? Now I have solid money. The video, mommy. I want to see the video. I have solid money. No, you good. No, you good. No, you good. At the time, no symbolical. At the time, I know man say, yeah, the tubo, the tabo, so come on, tabo, 2 minus. Under the NPP, mining was an executive work. And see, I am me there. Send a million on the no too. Saying I am one, Nagalam say the uncle. And yet, what ye are, and organized labor, Ghana Medical Association, Utah, Omuna, sorry, say Galam say the background can far band and day, and so young fizzy. The campaign manager of Dr. Mahamudu Bamia, or your MP, our Fijase, honorable free, a him, and yes, I friend. Are you a free? Miami Mechiwa. He told the whole country that they won't stop today, won't stop tomorrow. Galam say must continue. Sir, and about the woman, you never tabon to the net. Okay, say Galam must continue. You have a tabon, I fancy so. You have fancy so net, and fancy. I said, say, tabon so small scale minus, sir. Yamam Crati, you stop moving. Yaman to us. That's the import. And as a child, is anyone you all can say? No, Bosumi in Siape. More bad men, wouldn't dare do. They say no. I buy we buy for 6 months. Won't mean ya, Kita can be a friend to Taro, Davy. I buy we buy no. It looks as if say, be a quite people. Because I buy we buy no, all the indicators are pointing to the positive. But I'll see honorable Patricia PJA. What I said, the gold board, more cancer, more tuning in ano. A galana, a cost or gold no, and I'm what they a home. Mammy appear one of the few mammy for but from managing but for information. MPP time no. That's how good no home. When him alias Matthias be. So what's in the story no? My TV visa of Ajazira Amba, open a documentary no. Or said that the MPP need no man paying then, and no bomb me smuggling good no at the court of the country. Did not go no mutuo, but no more smuggling out of the country. Did not want mine, you know, for so. But say nay, you took for the first 6 months, Gold Board, I exported $5.6 billion. This is dollars, oh, and no can be. And I'm not gonna see no, but I never branch here. Okay, Nanado. See the day, hata, and they see the no, and yam, and they see the branch of a farm boy, and they see the rocky shoulders, and then a job man, someone say, performing currency, Ghana City come home. Now, the fuck him, Kessben Gold Board, come home. And see, the difference about me say, can you know, not Galamsey for gold, no. Government machine you now, boy, and my yes, monkey gold, no, out of this country. But today, it's a gold in the bar. Ya fire pan paso, and the quadrant was a cotton. And your dollars, the bar, my economy, no, a bad tea. Sassampa, it's good news. And see, me no by agony on the area of Galamsey. Say, you know, young come mum, na yanko. Of which this administration have shown commitment. Now, Nigeria say, everybody, our dealing with which you name and shame. Now, buy money 7 years, because media Macase, Galamsin Tokano, and Tokao see a con once for all. Go young Conina, the Beconich. Right. But Tom my Galamsey school, no, mustn't be the NPP. Right, that's it. Victor, I'm in your calculation of him in commerces in your coffee ever budget. Or say, I dare Namus womb. Yes, no move. They were offer. Of on some miracle. Rahoma, I remain Shama Metiti. Sula Betna, e be defending Galamsey. Say, Moye cray. Na, Nessie Cannon for Bebintia, Moye. Ene, and that Pomampeni, John Mahama. Or say Ghana Fobo. Say Oba. Elia. MOB. Entimi N2. A good deal of forest. No ball be obituary me boy. Of our bear watching was him. Watching. Ene. A soldier for near police for I am more to me say. Or Munko no Munko fight a Galamsey. NDC chairman to make a say, go are you? Go are you? Adamitia me say was go are you? The can say Omobo man catch it. Yes, and
So I can go original account.
Yes. Na so lo betena ha na say ye ne yes ne constituency chairman, no regional chairman. Constituency chairman enya akukuduo ka kire military commander say for asem free ho na wo ba ha no wo frɛ me ka kire me. Wan kan kire me ntino, mun free anko na me ankasa me hwa ama me nkora na tu galamsey upo ye betu. So lo say ye mo ye nsema o mampani mahama esan say ye ka say ye tu galamsey wo ba bia ne ntu bi da wo ni krom bole no. Omo de camera ko hoko pam wo. Edi na nsamba mu ane sa koi. Eno so e. Ena me nu ka say wo fa wo mo da so wo gwalo. Etu. Yeti krom ha. A state like yen Ashanti Regional Security Council we mu. Etra hama obi a wo ne license. A wo no ankasa wo ne mine. Large scale mining. Yakopam wo firi wo say yeye mkrofo mra metu na wotu mienu NDC for kwaji obi site eti ho tu eye galamsey wo site ho wo betra ha be kan wi wo betra e kan wi wani age secherefo ya mfasa na titi yen me ngu secherefo ani mu asesolo me metra ha me yes ade we because anya careful wo bedru sechere no wo me ka kiro say wo ya sesa e ma NDC sesa e ma NDC sesa eti wo fa ni ekoso no ehu etan
okay but I say
enu nti na ye ka say yen ka ye nyina no kwasem yen ka ho asem na ye wia asoman no ye hukwa de fa so e de be fa
say ma me ka message na na afi ye hwe budget no proper na afi yeti I say for the punch you made na oguso hwe e wo Kessben television so multi TV the good and also wo DSTV so your channel 364 Go TV so your channel 12 and Facebook live also wo Kessben TV abit ma hwe na Kessben FM you stream or two friends line nyina so we have message na kakra na afi aba ye be budget we are taking one by one na ya honsem kakra na ya kam good evening I'm Sita Modest from Brekum Golden City with the soul of Tamils rest in peace. There is hope in the budget. Let's believe in Allah and trust the leadership of John Dramani Mahama, NDC Abampapa Abba Ghana. Good evening, Ofa. Solomon Jagri, and it's my name from Kunso. I think this is a budget of hope, budget for future, budget for transparency and accountability, and budget for all. And it's not like those days full of Bible verses and blame games. The minority walkout was because they felt ashamed of the current state of Ghana's economy. The Almighty God bless His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and his economic management team. The reset and part. Good evening, of Apia. I thank Ghanaian electorate again for voting for real change. Honorable Atoforson has really justified the confidence President Mahama reposed in him. He has succeeded in cooling the overheated economy he inherited in January 7. The positive economic outcomes is a testament to the prudent and competent management of the economy. As for the cheap attention-seeking minority, the least said about them, the better. Their boycott was a tactical political suicide. Citizen K. Ima from Wenchi. Okay, Mr. Host, good evening. Upon all the noise, they still believe teachers and nurse allowance is good. Ha ha ha. We are not fools. Common boiled egg and pepper increased from 4 cedis to 5 cedis. Let us think. So I could see about 5 cedis. Hey, and I'm not then. Can you count the number of times that the NPP MPs walk out from Parliament since January to today? And again, see how some NPP MPs disgraced their visiting students. Kobe from Asin Praso. Hello. Good evening, Ofa. I'm watching live from Senegal, Casamance. My regard to your panel, and my name is John Ato Assan. But I think that it's good for MPP minority to work out. Congratulations to them because they know that they cannot bring any positive impact for Ghanaians. So whether they like it or not, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama will deliver. Inshallah, he will take X to the promised land. Good evening, Mr. Host. It's never true. The government has paid arrears to teacher trainees. Being delivered by the finance minister is the media budget today from Hineba Kumase. Minorities should be mindful of the fact that they are representing their constituents, not their party, so they should hold the incessant walkouts. Father SK from Kenya say Kumase. Say good evening, Ofa, for your good work done. Ofa, all the payment that you are talking about, is it they are coming to pay or they are paid already? We should not trust Atoforson and NDC government. They are lies. Tomorrow we will hear another news. If again, President Mama is now entertaining corruption in Ghana, you can still pay 60% of it without even knowing where the money he paid was. The money Dr. Comrado stole was $120 million. How can this man be working free? If I tell the NDC rep that it's not well, the dollar that NDC used to bargain is now 13 cedis, and you cannot even get some to buy at the banks. Tell the NDC rep that the budget was full of lies and nothing else. Bright from Takwa. Host, good evening. Hey, Atoforsen, remember you are not on a campaign platform. Oh. Continue deceiving yourself. Ghanaians are watching. Ahmed from Kintapo. Shame to those NDC man. You should go to store and find out the price of. Honestly, if what the finance minister said is accurate, then the NDC government deserves some credit. However, we all know that propaganda has always been one of their strongest tools. They should be honest with Ghanaians and present the true state of the nation's account. Adequate from Techiman. Good evening, Ofa. It's easy for the finance minister to read the budget than to implement it. Nobody wishes the government to fail, but we live to see. Palikus from Offenso Namon. Good evening, Mr. Host. Newly recruited university teachers haven't been paid for 7 months. We are hungry. Please, we are calling the Minister of Education and Finance Minister to pay us as soon as possible. This is from newly recruited concerned teacher in Ghana. Golden Ball Nas Mampontain offer. The super incompetent opposition party and their small minority group at the parliament are totally confused. They walk out without any reason because they lost Ablikuma re-election. Regards to Dr. Frank Amwakohene, the Ashanti regional minister.
Me akano krama Ghana for enye gidi oyemu. Ohwe nioma bebre minister bobo so se watua o se ya arrest. Emu de na ofi se ya arrest. O se watua teacher training allowance from January to
16
to June. And we are arrest. NPP na deto. Was watua teacher training nurse training allowance January to June. And no NPP aban e bokanto. O se watua domestic debt exchange bond 10 million. Unim date mutu as escan. That payment was done in February 12th. February 12th. As at February 12th, na minister at force no raise even a budget. It was money that was allocated by the NPP government in the first quarter of 2023 that was read in December. Say aban nanado aban ni twasika amina to twasika to ha yemfantua domestic bond because na mature in the second week of February. At that time na minister ni ye unconvert impo. So it was at the time it was paid because na aban o mampani mahama mount to me as representative of the president at the Ministry of Finance. What did the mention? Ebio oka school feeding. Oka your friend is saying health insurance. Health insurance at the time Mamu take you over. It was not in arrears. Because health insurance by law in arrears for 3 months. At that time, because this is 3 months you know who the claims number. By the time Mamu take you over, no much up to October. Up to October, meaning it was October, November, December, which will be due in January. For them, it will be all these costs up with this year. Then become one. What is the minister person say? Intimi person me share sa enyoma na o kanu. Dia hin no say tete kabia na wo ba bi no so betua. Me no ati the mission. Me only about 2 or 3 of them out of the lot. Meaning debt or say oba and waba betua debts. Because they are all recurrent expenditure. And your man, get fund sika from January up to this time. Ukota de bia yetil. I say transfer free consolidated fund, they call get fund. And who could legacy debt. Legacy debt ben also. But offer, young friend, non twanching. Mammy put two things I make no cross him. Ministers who were cheer assembly members for Sikamo.
Yeah.
I'm putting it on record. No assembly member in Ghana has received a peswa from government.
Malawans no.
Yes. Be a woman to nebisa assembly member bia or so to chrome her a bind say what you one see the man as allowance. But minister wako jina parliament who cheer Sikadiama assembly members. Sa sabi assembly who kwatena parliament kan. When I must say chinchina entrance in nti. Mudia lines into na mumfre you can say assembly members na mumisa assembly member bisu okrom ha we receive sika free aban ho yes say you sika de ama district assemblies as we speak who beside district assembly DC for so almost omunya receive any money no common fund who beside district assembly DC for almost as we speak almost can common fund minister so say what you common fund. So I ask myself say sanse me aban kikan ohunu fi he ana ye da bia de ye kana se ne omo babaji omeka kire cocoa farmers for say ye ba be mamusika boom 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 ye be 70% e ma minister e de kwato ni Facebook ko any 2 hours e no yi free ho o mampani ko gina tachima ka kire say afi major season ye ba be tu cocoa mu na entumu no so mo ba hu say ebi wo mpa any 2 months na see you oba o se afi wa hwa ye timi tu cocoa na me metena na menye the politics as we do every day offer aban bia aba power since 1996 no from 2000 because 1992 90 it was the same aban but anytime I assess a certain government and our party biano the first 6 months 1 year we yehunioma yehu
be a caso ya
me say yehunioma yehu
sa channel ya
2017 yehunioma we ya kan bi
ya necessary allows on body so
me say yehunia for the first time ene eye me nwanwa say for the first time ye tua nursing training ne teacher training allowance so la Bethlehem na ni age to the sense wo hu ne onye because ye tua nursing training allowance
so lo mpa ya obone say ebe kuto aso so
of ade a aban a NPP aban for the first time I say we are with nani age for the first time ye ne de buy na ni ho it was done in 2017 that's what I'm saying say o se there be utwam wa ban ni twam so lo wa ban ni twam ti men say there be wa ban ni twam no wa yenden wa ban twam President Mills etua no ma President Mahama ba was won tua o be twam what you say 2017 ye de back but in 2017 mra ye ba power first 6 months of a woni me enu nyina gitum say at the time no now man no crazy kasem netizen that time no man no nkwa ahoyehia bia no 2016 ye nkwa ahoyehia bia
the doctor say you have been there before
no what I mean is a normal thing AC what did I mention a normal thing AC in 2017 ye gina ndakro emma nipa over 100,000 ejuma in Nako 1 year 1 day what did I mention the same 2017 your first budget ye 13 taxes
free so
13 different taxes ni etwam mo bae mo maye mo twa miensam na mo de miensa bae mo bae mo de miensa na mo yifi ho na mo de miensa bae square one so these things no yes ewo ho school feeding ye bae ye tuai capitation or and there was o metua capitation ye ntua capitation kwa in 2017 we increase capitation by 100%. We increase it by 100%. At the time I take you over, naka your friend say capitation grant for 3 consecutive years. 3 consecutive years. Ni entu ebida. Ye tuya 3 ni nyina bom. Esa tuya 2017 kan. So that's what I'm saying. Say yes. Some of the things we are seeing. Te said nia aban bia ba foforo because offer aban bia ba
goodwill
of the people. Me, I will not come and sit here and say enya no kre. Yes, aban bia ba o goodwill. What did I mention? But no kwasem we woman say the government had not made any commitment otua o kan ho asem. The total list of nyoma Minister Bobo also say omo spending no. Me bisa say which of them? And a government commitment say mama will be a juma koye. That's where the obeka say that's where the eating is. When I buy the statistics of the puntu juma nti yebe tuaka. Then you have to balance it with your normal recurrent expenditure. E hono na ne afa who say a juma no ahya ase. Because no aja tum say esi aye kan aban si school da bia. Aban yi kwan bia. Aban si hospital bia. And what it means they say taxes are here to the biano and one are binding to asari a friend say niamrani say on fanya to say to a teacher aduma foka fa VAT the no yimu 1.5 comma health insurance and no because minu ko jom ko to nsuo minu ko jom ko to moko ye kokoto jena VAT na ye de to so no. Oh, ni ambesa mchen say ye me can't ye kire Ghana for say eni ma ye to VAT ni da so no ya kan wo mu say mra ne say wo to 1.5 no fa come health insurance for
eno no mo ye
fa we susu come get fund nti ko ni amemetua ma na na ye se chiche ne sa but say aban kasa sha ase so ye mpum aban sha ase nya bibi
but to ase bo say you stay on track ujinidi
said ni America bi chiro se sika onyankoye wo so watua me de magine di wo so wa assemblyman fo sika se si a wo pa mo mfre wo mo obi abeka chiro so onya sika etimi bi so of a wo beti magine di wo sa asem no
okay
eti for me yes abayamba the first budget afre na wa ba beka o se wono aja atum se o ye audit into onyan start hwe me boa na mi ready ya na mkoduru ba bi page 38 to 40 38 to 40 no msi o omkotena IMF ho no omuni IMF trans na IMF fo si o omo adwa tum se omampani na nado danko akufo ado e wo project akese bia na wa hyase a oye odisika hyem na sa project ni nyina e bia drube more than 70% complete. Sa projects na no mampani na nado danko akufo ado ahyase a eya akese no eno na ban ni IMF agi atum se ombedi kan hwaaye ade a ngidi se ya depend ese ebo omampani
okay
mahama eni ni minister abaso
okay right
na edi adanse yenso se nsem anu omo ka se na nado danko akufo ado sika eba aban se me amfa nya hwe na at least omo afede omo akwa se agi atum se indeed sa projector ye kan ho asemi no e ya mpase wo ho but before this me making this correction nienti amesi eduru me bia mentumi nyi omampani minister na eni na mensan empese masem na make wa yama minua solo adi na chi akasa asem ni bi o say so am interchange next ka bia na ho
ene say abagosi ato ho
ah sa se we ya no e ampa ah ubisa say no bisa no e bisa ono a mr ato bisa ono a bisa ono a minister no or say there was no dedicated funding meanwhile he was in parliament when the loan for Swam interchange was approved anyway is saying so when we say bibi any dedicated funding as such as saying
where is the money
what you say so these are the questions ema obi a otenchen or her document no o magidi a eyesen ko nya o minister nim no etwitwi because ninsem na obi okeka no wotena se now the tools ani now hwe nyoma e wo for mo e say minister odi ehwamo
right we that say Victor we that say solo
senior bani aje
o
bani aje pa won say common ed kisa me hwe be nua presentation ya obo modern ya say odi ne ho betwitwi asebde nim ba aye asebde ne say obo modern so be ka say aban bia ba onya goodwill nti nsem da esida aye me de ali se menya an honest NPP ni wo said to see no ditum say truly and you pa cost for money more it's good for all of us enti
no ma panel meet sending
kasa tenten o kase assembly bia enya common fund a statement of truth.
Though there's difference between common fund and assembly members no allowance.
Okay, true.
Okay, okay, me
enya common fund a statement of truth. The here no kwase me say the monies are available. Most assemblies no omo budget in omo ye the central government and disbursement a follow. Into assemblies are omo de ready e call ye no they have to draw their money. Omo de late no the money is there. Into we on kata say people working na area then you will
in the Ashanti region this is better there him bobi mami so long missing bobi mami there is no single one in Ashanti minister ete hon wan hwa mo bi amfani programs anko
bebre nya omo de
enya no kre offer ba fa ku kre nya
se bebre nya omo de
NPP mo nya honest and sincere
yes
and that oda me di ya we are fine gentleman we say chireni ba ko na
ye nyina ye se chire fo
no when na se chireni se no kre but mo nya we are se chireni a we are ma NPP sino ye bro
how is it bad
and you ma pay ba ye there wo hia e sika bi etwa ye you try no first week in February so the better can say next calendar ana be boa na say ya kani asem ye bi kakrai hu de bai hey mahama dum say mahama fix it and ye inherit hey mahama o no kwanu yanka obo dum so na eba mi uche bi ne ya wa tell kachi dum so must stop who yes and the eba no mahama was held responsible but anyama pa ebe next can go boss ya ma aba enda ho e makraman e mekayen said here that third quarter and the fourth quarter of 2024 and you may dima MPP no money magical power bi obabia say ni ma be ye 2025 mo akomo ye bibi 2024 there was nothing dear abani say now there is prudence in spending can anyone no you real musika I'm quoting the venerable honorable Kennedy Japan was it the NPP people are stealing as if there's no tomorrow kin is say also bu wiesika so chin anyone and then I'm charge we don't have tips in government enti sa sika na ni wie no nyafu no and na perform privileged lifestyle Bank of Ghana to me printing 60 billion Ghana cedis no person se scan de kwanye wo fa ye huno eno ka ho ene be economy no tete pansam ye NDC buy what is the Bank of Ghana akopin this gabi depi enti there's what is called physical discipline abeno are very cautious and meticulous and you want saying this year making these gains because government have shown leadership papa say what say flash house yes mo be NDC
oh yeah
this is bold here you may call it insignificant
yes sir
but it tells the people say abena you ready so better turn the bell
is it not for the cameras
no you good no me catch you say there's a small country called Ukraine small you say sir but relative in terms of relative so person didn't compare Russia but some dey example table my Russia is about to Ukraine so no yeah na what nya na yenim omanimi na ho de no we thought that Ukraine couldn't have stood the might of Russia
yeah
US admire say and call the plane for the first family no president no na na free the president emotional no so no nyem between say comedian na meboa Zelensky said I won't go I will make treachery and I will fight with my people to death and my maiwa and my nkoda and my even pimfo said we will defend our country and my Ukraine even though enye omu wini one there but they have been to stay who a leader who actions and inactions no matter how insignificant they are edge your populace on and that's a bold step His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and his appointees have taken. Is it not instructive? So I say fuel allowance henceforth from government appointees more fuel allowance no yetwem instructive it's no discipline be about and say anya nigesem NPP under your watch by 2017 this time now the contaminated oil okay sir scandal no boom boss because we to scandal na fumo wo mu do mu se benkum wo mu se nifa wo mu fu na fum scandal but But this time, no scandals, as I say, unity. Is it not instructive that for the first 6 to 7 months of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama administration, you have one scandal from any of his appointees? It tells to say this time round.
Because no spending.
And no
spending.
What is the meaning of spending, Papa? Who can spend that?
No, normally projects need be more.
Let me tell me spending and say.
I'll say your recurrent expenditure. It recurrent expenditure.
Is it spending?
And no, you're spending.
Thank you.
But baby, a scandals and this you know.
You buy your car oil. Boss oil. And to contribute to the video. Over here, a video.
But I say you tap for boss. Yeah, boss penny so transfer the energy minister as a
you see. That word and at the NDC is not spending. And the Munyaka. Who will bob a bree? Any Wahabe was in the last 6 months. I buy us spending close to 114 billion Ghana cedis.
Yeah,
is it not spending? Senior, is it not spending?
Yeah, it's spending.
That is spending and prudent spending. What's the mechanic say?
But contract measure says,
boss, put it. And I'm can make our house and maybe on the best one. Say economy a better way. Now you describe say economy no as a junk economy. The first thing to do is to stabilize the economy. And now Ghana's economy is in good pedal. And I'm a
yeah.
Inti the end say. Now you will shock shock absorbers kakra. Your buffers, both international reserves, both trade budget, trading surplus. And then my year kakra now. In the financial market, if Ghana wants to go and borrow, we have the space to do that because your inflation is looking good. Debt to GDP is looking good. Everything is looking good. That is what we have been able to do in this system, which is commendable. And you see, for the first time, Ghana was an NPP. Nipa miensa Ghana sikasem omohwese no. They seem to be singing in unison. The posture of Omampeni John Dramani Mahama, the posture of the finance minister, and the posture of the Bank of Ghana. Meboa. Omo nyina no chimupo jomo ye ne say ye bema pepeye ene Ghana sikasem no enya ejina fapem. Dokuta Mahamudu Baumia the popular coach no. Was if the fundamentals are weak. Okay.
Yes,
the exchange rate will expose you. What it means therefore today they say, under the watch of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and Dr. Atufosen, any Bank of Ghana, governor, the fundamentals of the economy is getting better.
That's what will be it's a football match in 90 minutes.
You see?
To about 50 minutes.
You see? Akwada wonyina obeto kan.
You know no busa ka ko ba.
No busa sakre ko ba. And from the word go, so we share the administration, say they are buying way, see actually in the there is hope. Hope I want to say. John Dramani Mahama, the Akano, boss of Begin. Now, why people are skeptical, or buy or back say, may yes from interchange, may you phase 2, may you for market, may you may we. People didn't believe. You know why? Because now do I bet you say. I'm on your focus somewhere, woman, and the last of me. Such an important sentiment. NPP for much I walk, some over here 5 interchanges. Nana me catch a million. Say Central Market Project no. Over here, a dream. NPP for any more into a month is a project no. So, Bakaya. Now, then administration no. Na Central Market na kiyeko you. So
no ba say ko for time all the billboard crowd is see ho. Central Market contractor crowd no obey. So the Central Market project has been on a drawing board for some time now.
And me boo be catch us say a gift of food in one's mind does not make the intended recipient satisfied. Over here, say me dwene ho, say me waduane adi. Na ho me yo. Or say me waduane adi. The person
so here Roger project say aferene na Akofo had a dream.
Thank you.
But more time any hu sa fe de ye de aso abofo
and really no now ye ne o commitment say beye. Ejan say so hwe be afari military hospital do ye. Na mfie wotwe aban we entimi anya afari military hospital. It tell say na commitment be any ho. Afari military hospital the me do obi amere ho. Say party amuka say ye hwe mo fum Ashanti region eye mo stronghold regional a man with 1.7 million votes. Now, what bet with him why the military hospital no? I just so significant. Am I? As your phone call strike, so him sir. And he said, "I send me question upon the answer. Let's a doctor for a domain video go. Okon Kamema, you with the police hospital, you with the military hospital on Kamema. Open the domain call strike. It's in Kamema for no. Enya yadoshe. Sa jini panibi. Enya jini wasantima. Yes, military hospital kaka somra. So the beya sa pomodin for kwaka so mu do mu video go a ye benya hospital omu do mu nko strike e be twa santiman for ma ye pomodin akọ for 8 years in few what 8 years 8 years after military hospital but kasa for Yehovah so right obebi enti all the indicators are looking good.
Okay,
na Ghana ni bia appreciate masa empire me bon say Yankopon oma yokudu ho and this empire say
right but I say
because oma yokudu
me ko ba na o kan say asantro gen e ma NDC how many votes
me say ma NPP 1.7 the last election
and I'm also
yes so am I that year am I 600,000 votes
this Imunya 690
me
wa
the second highest
the asantro gen bo am
pa
but road project at force in the abano asantro gen has the least the kind say asantro gen e chefa Asantro has 3%. My mother me koba. Okay. And I have because people like Solomon ko primra because mo na be kwa di campaign anim. So it me ba mo kire senti a yama region be 18%. E bi 9, e bi 37. Na e bi 37. Na Asantro region 3% of road infrastructure for the next 3 years. Is woefully inadequate. Anyway,
enti de bia maka de bia meka mesia koswaka adwuma ba kwa ne ye edin pa e wo krum hanom se MPP for ombe you as a communicator. In fact adwuma ne edin wo krum ha mina meka cho query that is say sane ye kano o pai boa query right. Say adwuma no ankasa no eno kwa no enye din say omudi wa MPP communicator especially wa wunyinya ka wa wunyi moto uni cycle bicycle in fact adwuma no edin ni na eni say right from branom wa banmu Ghana for omuchire mu aye to aba mu in 2020 omo no mu ka wanye na e ka jemensa ne na e ka ena omukasa any way of communication no e sha say esa all in the name of say how no musi come nsem anyhow no musi e brage on opposition no e ba na nyesa na e ko no enti no omukasa omudimina omu bibia sisa automatically no mutena TV so munhudi omunka even yetimi bi se minister regional minister say edien na waye edien flagship program and flagship development na waje about waye region. I am referring to Yura Simon Osemensa brana oye Ashanti regional minister no o MPP apenso untiminka owie esanka chom so mume nkwanti obeka ni den chia na say ne office sesen. You see everything about this MPP people no is like say Ghana for say be mo fa say be jimi omubeba omuba no mo beka mo nsem e dada Ghana for mo dada ya at the end of the day no they thought say oh Ghanaians are gullible, Ghanaians are easily to forget and you know they can sit at their corner and start lying again. Ebi no mo ye no ubeti omu na no han kwa no kasa nsi mu ze Ghana for say omo afe MPP han kwa no kasa nsem no they afe your mic no whoever oh me tisa nsem na misri se Ghana for so omo afe MPP omo afe MPP se MPP ye adofo omo ye dofo and MPP ye sɛ bi side chick anaa ɛdɛn ɔmo ni policy o by now sɛ me ne NPP fo anka by now yɛtena ase ahyehyɛ nneɛma policies a in case sɛ 2024 Nyankopɔn yɛ ado 2028 momfa nkyɛm no yɛkɔ contest bi Nyankopɔn yɛ adom ɛwɛ den ebitumi aka akyerɛ timamufoɔ no ama timamufoɔ no nyɛ ɔmo ho nte aseɛ. You get me right? Ama timamufoɔ no nyɛ ɔmo ho nte aseɛ na ɔmo atumi ato apa ɛde ama yɛ. But yɛnyɛ saa na sɛ biaburu sɛ bienya adɔ na sɛ ɔmo nenam moving to one radio station to the other condemning adeɛ NDC foɔ yɛ. Hey, maame ka asɛm kyerɛw. NDC foɔ aban wei. Adeɛ baako a ebi ɔbɛbɔ ɔmo akyi ɛyɛ how to fight the galamsey. Ɛno kwa no yɛwura John Mahama ɛne ne nkurɔfoɔ their eyes are on grounds. Ɔmo ani da fam. Ɔmo making sure sɛ things will go right. Ɔmo making sure sɛ nneɛma bɛtumi atotɔ n'akwan so. Wate aseɛ? Yɛwura ɛyɛ papa wei ne din de sɛ Erastus Asaredɔnkɔ a ɔfight galamsey pa okurom a ɔba abɔnten bɛka sɛ NPP abɛn so no koraa de na aka ɔmo mfii wo. Ɔka kyerɛ ɔmo sɛ yɛ nkurɔfoɔ bi wɔ galamsey site anom a obi tumi frɛ ɔka kyerɛ sɛ hey kama no tum. Erastus na ɛka o. Ɔsɛ NDC foɔ wei nom ɔka a ɔmo ahyɛ ase take reaction. Ɔmo take action about that. But NPP pɛn so no na ɔmo mfa nipa nyɛ hwee. Ɔka Nana Addo ankasa koraa no ba abɔnten ɛbɛ deny the fact mfa kyɛ me ɛbɛ deny the fact sɛ na Chairman Wontumi heavily involved in galamsey activities. But because of say they have interest, because of say no ɔmo nim deɛ ɔmo yɛ nti no ɔmo kaa no ɔmo ntie. Ɛnam akɔtena opposition, you are making a lot of noise as if say ayɛ sɛ player a wabɔ penalty asɛe no ɛna ɛyi nam na bɛtena nkyɛn. Another penalty shoot aba a ogyina akyire ɛna ɔkyerɛ obi how to play the penalty. Ɛba saa does it make sense? Obi aka bɛka kyerɛ sɛ kama no tum na wodi a wodeɛ wonim bɔ anka woyɛ dɛn wobɔ hyɛɛ. Nti obi a wonni experience about something no, that person shouldn't be a coach for that particular thing. Wonni experience about something you shouldn't be a coach for that particular thing. Ɛba saa na ɛkɔyɛ sɛ sɛbi eburu sɛbi enya adɔ. Wonni papa nso wonyɛ. Nti ɛna NPP foɔ wei no ɔmo sɔre ɔmo akasa yɛbɛyɛ sei yɛ Ghana foɔ sei ɛyɛ ntorɔ. Since when na Ghana foɔ ka sɛ NDC aban wei nyɛ nti ɛsesa ɔmo. NDC aban aba mu for 7 months. Bibisa NPP foɔ since when? Since when? Since when? NDC aban Ghana foɔ ka sɛ aban no nyɛ nsesa no since when? Ɛfi de bi ɔmo nya platform a na NDC aban ɛyɛ sei NDC aban yɛ sei. Adeɛ baako pɛ na ɔmo tumi ka galamsey. Adeɛ galamsey so koraa no NPP aban mom wɔ so na it was so serious severe. It was so severe and serious. But then you could see say things are going on when it comes to say solve what. And you know it is sad. It is really sad. But you been in Sana Gabon, any day Omako position there, Umbekan send be breach. Why do comment section Mahanum still remains #1 platform on YouTube, Mega TV, and Kupon Koswa Asia Obibia. Like it. For comment it once again, Yamfa condolences Emma DL, your papa, legendly the Lumba, Nabusia. Ne yere ne mma ne adɔfoɔ a wɔagye wɔn akyire nyinaa sɛdeɛ ɔkae no mfa sɛbi akɔnsɛm mfa mmɔ mo na abusua no ankyekyere nyinaa yɛwerɛ because yɛahwɛ adeɛ anyway nti abusua saa na nsɛm no ɛsi nti NPP foɔ no deɛ momma yɛngye wɔn asɛm for now although you be the woman's but you pursue how lies they can bring it out. I mean, how they can lie to Ghanaians. And tell the I'm sorry, I did a more message and no one's and pursue how would your montrosifa. Why then beware of it. Who say Abobi dangerous, and I say who say or come be will be better. Beware of dogs. Beware of dogs. Nti yahwɛ yie ɛwɔ ɔmo ho. Kyerɛ w'adwene wɔ comment section. Bye bye.